Welcome to Chat and Craft with Lorraine. My name is Lorraine Tierney, and you can find me on the web at chatandcraftwithlorraine.com. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I live in the United States on the East Coast in New Hampshire. And I love to make cards, I love to share cards, I love to help other people make cards. So tonight I'm coming on to show you this fun layout. And I meant to go back and check who I saw a layout like this done by. I believe it's her first name is Laura, and I think she's a demonstrator in Australia, and I can't remember her name. Hi, Jan. But I did get this idea from her, and I've put my own spin on it a little bit. We're actually going to make two cards with these things, and you could do these with a variety of products. So let me switch my view and we can get started. I have an 8.5 by 5.5 piece of the thick white cardstock, and I've scored it at 4 1/4. And then I have a 4 1/4 by 5 piece of Old Olive. Sorry, I couldn't think of that color for a minute. Old Olive cardstock right here that I'm going to use the largest Stylish Shapes die. And is that it right there? I guess so. That's the one I'm going to use. And then I have some strips of designer series paper and cardstock and even a piece of gold foil that are either 3/8 of an inch or a 1/2 inch, or maybe a little bit in between 3/8 and a 1/2, that I've just cut, that I'm going to use also. So before I put this piece of cardstock through the cut and emboss machine, I want to stamp my sentiment on it, because I'm afraid I'll forget to do that, and then that will be a mess. So I'm using the Artful Amaryllis stamp set. Hi, Michelle. And the Wishing You a Bright and Beautiful Christmas for this one. This is a really fun little set, and I'm going to go with Mossy Meadow, which is just a little darker than the Old Olive. I thought that would show up a little better than Old Olive on Old Olive. I'm going to put that right there. There we go. Wishing you a bright, hi Melanie, and beautiful Christmas. Let me just clean that off so I don't put my hand in it. Okay. So that's good. Now I'm going to run this through my stamp and cut, and not stamp, my cut and emboss machine. It doesn't stamp. It does a lot of things, but it does not stamp. And I have that right here next to me tonight, because I can't wear my ear pods and walk away. There's something not quite working right with them. And I have not had a chance to figure that out. Okay, so now I have the center of the circle, and we're going to use this on the next card. Hi, Susan. On the next card, but this is the piece we're going to use right now, and this is going to go on like this, and I'm going to grab my pencil, and I'm just going to put a couple of little marks. These are going to get covered up, so it's okay, but I want to make sure those marks get covered up by my strips of patterned paper. Okay. Excuse me, I have a tickle. Whoops, nothing in that. Excuse me. All right, so I'm going to glue some of these pieces of patterned paper. I'm using the green Green and Gold. I think that's what this pack is called. It's from an online exclusive. And these are going to be too long. These are going to show under my mat. So I got to cut that off a little bit. Oh, I am so sorry. I have not been coughing all day. I don't know where that's coming from. I don't know why I thought 4 inches would be a good length on these, but it probably should be more like 3 3/4. So I'll just take a little bit off. As long as I'm bigger than my marks there, I should be okay. And I'm just going to vary the paper. Forgot to check that one. There you go. And I want to use this pattern next. I'm just cutting off about 1/4 inch. I must confess that even though I thought I had small pieces of this DSP, I did have to cut these strips. They're not exactly scraps. Oh, I forgot to trim that one. There we go. Let's make sure this is working before we get, yeah. Too far. I do want a piece of shiny gold in there. Hi, Leanne. Hi, Lorraine. Oh, good morning. Happy Friday to you. I hope Friday is a nice day. And let's put another one. Oh, let's do this one. I haven't done one of these yet. My cat is also saying hello to all of you, as he likes to do. It's getting close to his dinner time, so he's just letting everybody know that he's waiting for that dinner. Goodness. Okay, I think that's the last one I'll need to do, because I saw my little mark down there. So now we have a cute little design behind our gold, or behind our old olive piece. I was thinking we could almost make it look like an ornament with a little something at the top. I was going to put a bow over here, but we'll have to see about that. And I need some dimensionals. So I'm going to put dimensionals around this. Oh, there we go. I hope everybody had a great week. We did a little bit of camping down in Pennsylvania with our son and his 4 children, his partner and their 4 children. And we had great weather and a lot of fun. We went apple picking. They played some mini golf, but I stayed and tended the fire because somebody had to do it. I needed a little more fire time. And we cooked a lot on the fire and had s'mores. So a good time was had by all. Does anybody else have pudgy pies when they go camping? Do you know what pudgy pies are? I'd be interested if people are familiar with that term. I had never heard that particular term before I met my husband. All right, so I'm just pulling all the release paper off these many dimensionals that I've put on back here. Oops. See, it's a good thing I did that stamping already, because I would have forgotten and just popped this up. Okay. So I'm going to put that on right there. That's kind of cute. All right. So far, we have 2 people that say nope, they don't know what Pudgy Pies are. And let's see if anybody chimes in that they do know what they are. Melanie is a camper. Jan is a camper. Let's see. I'm going to use my little bow maker here to tie a small bow. Do I want it that small? Let me see. I might go one bigger. Let's see. And then we could always make it smaller if we need to. Hi, Melanie. Have you ever heard of Pudgy Pies, Melanie? Pudgy Pies are like a dessert you make when you're camping in a pie iron that you cook right over the fire. And so you put like buttered bread in the pie iron, and then some pie filling on one piece of the bread, cover it with another piece of buttered bread, close the pie iron like that, and it goes into the fire, and it makes you like a turnover. It's quite good. So the grandkids had never had Pudgy Pies before. So that's what we did. All right. So I was thinking the ribbon would go here. But should it go there? And does it look a little bit like an ornament if it goes up there? Kind of like a waffle, Lorraine. We do have one that has a waffle texture and lines in it, but we have some that are also just round or smooth. So what do you think? The bow at the top or the bow over here? And let's get some bling. I don't know if I want those or I want gold Jaffies. Oh. Let's see. All right, enough Pudgy Pie talk. Now I need to know about my bow. Where's my bow gonna go? While we think about that, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with this, because, whoops, I'll leave the card right there. We don't want this to go unused. So I'm going to use this on a Halloween card. I have some potions and spells paper here, and I stamped and die cut a black cat. I used white ink on black. You can see his face. Okay, and we're going to have that black cat kind of pop out of this circle. Let's see if I can do that. See if this will be big enough. I'm going to do it a little bit off center. Okay? Because you can't just not use this inside piece of your card. All right, Lorraine says she thinks the bow at the bottom, but maybe that will change with embellishments. All right, I haven't glued any of this down yet because I wasn't sure what I was going to do. But I think I don't want his little feet to show if he's under that. I think I want this little guy to kind of poke his way out of this little circle there. Kind of moonly, like a moon shape. I want a little bit more to cover up his feet. Okay, so we'll glue that down in a minute and figure out where we're going to put some kind of a sentiment on that. But we got to take care of this bow here. And I'm thinking I like these wild wheat embellishments on that, but I could make them old olive. Let's see. No, these do not want, that does not want to color. That is not going to color. Or some gold ones. I really want these. There they are. What do you think? I think I need those. Faux glass dots. But I know I have an open package of faux glass dots over here. No, maybe not. Okay, I'm going to open these. That's what I want. Oh, I like that color too. Not necessarily on this card, but I don't know. I'll have to look and see what color that is. Okay, I think I'm going to put the bow at the bottom. That was my original idea. The bow at the bottom. I'm going to get a couple of glue dots here. And put that on. Okay, and now let's do a couple of a couple of dots. Where'd it go? Oh, I just sent it flying. Okay, well, let's try it this way. There we go. So I'm gonna put, oh, I don't know, Lorraine, now you've got me all worried about where I'm putting my embellishments. One there, and maybe one over here by the, in between the bow and my sentiment. There you go. Ah, that looks a little brighter. Okay. So there's the Christmas card. And then let's just finish up this Halloween card quickly with the other little circle, because we don't want to waste that circle. So I love this paper with the books on it, but I also like orange polka dots. You missed the phrase. You're welcome for your card. What phrase? What phrase did you miss? The Jaffies? The Australian phrase? I don't know what phrase I used. Okay, now I'm going to put this at the bottom. I have to get my Halloween cards out in the mail. Oh, the card. You missed the phrase. Oh, wishing you a bright and beautiful Christmas. That phrase, the sentiment. That's from the Artful Amaryllis thing. And I think I'm going to, can I pop the cat up? I think I have to pop the whole thing up. So I don't think I can pop just part of him up. Maybe. Let's try it. We won't put any glue down there. Just put glue on this part so that I can get his feet where I want them. And I seem to be using up all little pieces of dimensionals today. Let's see. His back legs are going to be in. His front legs are going to be out. And I think I want a mini dimensional on his tail. How's that sound? I pulled it right back off again. Okay, there we go. So his back legs are in and everything else is popped up a little bit. Isn't he cute? I wish you could see. Oh yeah, there you can see his face a little bit. And he's got some white detail on him. All right, and what should he say? Here's the potions and spells paper. Wonder if I can fit a little hocus pocus on this. Sure I can. Sure I can, right there. I think I'll use my Memento for that. That will work. A little hocus pocus. Yay! Fat Boy did not swallow wrong. Fat Boy has some kind of allergies that make him wheeze and sound like he's coughing. And he takes medication for that. So that's probably what you heard. I'm going to use some of these matte black dots. These were just on clearance again. These are some of my favorite embellishments. And, oh, we didn't put anything on the inside on this card because I didn't put a white piece in there. I didn't think about it. But we should put something on the inside of this one. Maybe Happy Halloween, right? Hi, Debbie. Nice to see you. Debbie, this is the other card we made with the piece of the circle cut out, and then we were using it up. Just an idea of using strips of scraps. Although I did confess that mine were not scraps. I cut my DSP for that. All right, let's do Happy Halloween. That is not going to be straight, is it? Oh, it's not too bad. I thought it was wiggly on the block. It might be a little bit. Happy Halloween, and oh, I know. There's this cute little raven bird. We'll put him on the inside. We'll just have him standing right down there. There we go. And so now we have a couple of holidays covered. Halloween and a Christmas card. I hope you'll try the Christmas card with some strips. It's really easy, quick and fun way to play with lots of DSP and color combinations. And you could make it look like an ornament with a little bow and a string if you wanted to. So there's a couple of cards for you on this Thursday night, October 10th. Let me switch this back over. I hope you will make some cards this weekend coming up, or maybe tomorrow. And if there's anything I can do to help you make cards, I would love to do that. So just let me know. Oh, you're going to use ribbons behind it. That's a nice idea, Sue. Nice. You'll have to post it and show us when you do so that we can all ooh and ah. All right. Have a great night, everybody. Bye-bye.